Hello everybody. Ooh, have I forgotten to do the intro the last couple episodes? I think I might have done. Well, I made that for a reason, so. Hi everyone. Alright, yeah, today we're going to do a super chill stream. As far as I'm aware, it's just going to be me, so I'm going to learn some modules. Why not? It seemed to start off quite nicely on that stream I did a couple days ago where King was the guest. I started by soloing a couple things. People seem to be enjoying it. I'll be doing it for longer than that today, so I may well get to some requests and that kind of thing. A couple people mentioned binary puzzle the other day, so I've installed that. That's going to be on the profiles. But let's go and say hi to chat. Let's find out who's around. So we've got Inferno. Inferno is almost about to make their bomb gold. Awesome. Matthew Purnell, it's going very well, thank you. How are you doing? Caleb hopes to see me struggle. Thanks. Hey Tethra. Hey Uncopyright, that's a name I don't think I recognise. Welcome to the stream. Velia Falconieri, welcome to you too. It's another name I don't think I recognise. Hi there Satch. Nothing much is up. Hey Lucian. Hey Zion. Lucian wants jukebox. Maybe, at some point. I don't know if it's going to be the next one I do, but maybe. Tethra. If you want Brainache, do Unfair Cipher. Solo Unfair Cipher? I've not even done it unsolo yet. Luminary of the Stars. Welcome. That's another name I don't recognise. Welcome to the stream. Hey Newbie Games. Hey Quark. Hey Speccraft. Hey Drake. Is that what you're all here for, Drake? Right, thank you. Glad for the support. So this may not even be the last time I do this as well. I think learning to solo stuff might just happen occasionally. So what I'm going to try and do is just expand the profile. I'm just going to try and make it bigger and bigger. So the bomb that I'm soloing on the stream just slowly increases in size. So I'm going to start off with the bomb that I had yesterday, or not yesterday, on the previous stream, the same profile, +1 plus binary maze. Let's go and put that on now. In fact, I think that will be on now because I've just downloaded it, so it automatically adds, doesn't it? Let's go and check. Solo learning. Binary puzzle is on. Okay, so that means we want to add. Oh, we've changed that setup because we did bombs with King. So edit, or hang on. Yeah, edit, solo. 248 out of 277. So that's 29 modules. 278. 29 modules we want to put on. Okay. Hi Kovu. Hey Ryan. Solo laundry. Solo laundry, honestly, maybe. It's not as bad as it looks because so much of the table shit in laundry just doesn't get used. I don't think I've ever seen anyone solo laundry. That would be an interesting thing to solo. Hey Jerry. I need to download my modules. Yeah, I do. How's the album going, says Lucian. I've done almost no work on it since last time it was mentioned because I've been busy with other things. You're aware of one of those things, Lucian, but hush hush. Yeah, okay, so I think 29 is correct. I'm just going to put that on a nice even hour because 1 hour 13 is bothering me. But we are in Zen mode, so it doesn't actually matter. 29, 1, no duplicates. No duplicates. In we go. Do you do solo regular switches? I don't, Caleb. Rex is going to teach me that at some point, I think. He's tried to teach me before. Didn't really sink in. Hey Zeno. But Rex can do it. and as far as I can tell, fairly easily. So I'm hoping that he can teach me his technique in a relatively short amount of time. So at some point, maybe I can solo that. Colored switches may also... I don't know how much information is there in colored switches. If you reorganized that maze like one of the, those node puzzles where you've got the crisscrossing lines, if you reorganized the maze so it was not quite as complicated, I feel like that could be doable. Maybe. I got a donation from Matthew Purnell. Thank you very much. Excited to watch the solo struggle. I'll certainly be getting a few strikes, so don't you worry about that. But thank you very much for the donation. That's awesome. Alright, let's take a look at this bomb that we've got in front of us. I guess, again, let's just do this from top left in reading order. That's as random as it comes. Why do I not know this off the top of my head? That's scary. Rescue. What's the other word? Secure, rescue, and... recuse? Not sure. I'll take this a bit slower than I did the other day because I knew I was going to be joined by Rex at one point, so I was going relatively fast. I'm going to try and talk through my thought processes on these. But there's 4 rules to Modern Cipher. I have kind of always been soloing this module since release, and I've never properly learned the order of the rules or anything like that. You can just kind of work it out by process of elimination. I know the first rule is to do with there being a vowel in the serial, and you go back by the serial total, which for us is 10, 6, and 4. Clearly we don't have that, there's no vowel. So what I'm going to do is just go back by 10 and forward by 10 and see which one makes sense. So let's try going back by 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. H, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. HF, I'm getting going back 10. That doesn't seem particularly promising, so let's try going forwards. That begins with P, and I. That seems a little bit more sensible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think this is going to be pilfer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What I do at this point in the module as well for Modern Cipher, I don't want to take risks generally, so I'm not going to do this without double checking, even though I can't really think of another word that would be except pilfer. I think pilfer is actually one of the words I added to the module personally, but I'm not checking the L here, I'm checking the Z. Because if I get P-I-L-F blank R, it's only going to be pilfer. This example isn't great because, again, pilf, it's pretty unique. But for certain other words, I will skip what I assume are going to be the vowels and just do the consonants, because there's way fewer words that it could possibly be with your remaining blanks, and you can often get them done faster without having to make assumptions about what the word will be. So the first one is pilfer, that's going forwards 10. Now we're going to go forwards another 10 and see if it works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A. 3, 6. R. Possible so far. 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that a Y? 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a Y. It's starting to seem less. Yeah. So it's not forwards 10, which means we're either adding on solves or the length of the previous word. Not sure which. So let's go one more forwards and see if that works. So we have S, T. This seems okay. And then K. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And L is R. There we go. So we know it's going to be 11 for this one as well. 4, 5, 4, 7, 10, 11. Now I could go and learn this rule set thoroughly if I wanted to. But we've got plenty of other things to get to, and since this is possible in the way that I'm doing it, I think I'm going to just check the K here. I think we'll just move on. 8, 9, 10, 11, yeah. So our K is an E, so we can safely assume that's going to be jungle. Let's just go say hi to chat and see what's going on. Oh, Nightbot's doing that again. I'm going to see if I can turn that off, actually. That I mentioned it towards the end of the previous stream. That's a service that I think I'd like to try out because it seems really fun. But we've not started yet, so don't worry about it. Let's go and see if I can actually get rid of it. Where is my Nightbot window? Nightbot, where are you? Have I closed it? I think I've closed it. Commands, custom. Okay, here we go. Okay, that is disabled. All right. Where is my live window? All right, hey chat. Hey Felipe. Hey random. Everyone's shouting rescue at me, thank you. Yeah, Boolean's a nice one to solo. Boolean Ven. We'll get to it fairly shortly down here. What I'm doing here... Yeah, actually, you know what? Here is some... I'm going to run through this and give some quick tips. It's a fast module anyway, but you can make it faster. So, we've got no whites. So we can ignore them, pretend they don't even exist. And instead of going one at a time, querying for colors, I'm just going to go all magenta, because there's no reason not to. Now we have two of them, so let's test the first one. We've gone down a number, so we know the first one is magenta. Not only do we know the first one is magenta, but there's no reason to requery this. Obviously, we're going to go for this one. Now this is where things... I just caught a fly. This is where things get interesting. On the right-hand side here, there is 0 yellows. This is something to bear in mind. It's not just saying there's a yellow, but it's in the wrong position. This 0 here says there are no yellows. And again for greens. Now this is a red, but this means that when we query the next color, I don't even have to do yellow or green, I just go straight to red. That's a red as well, go straight to red, 3-1, so that's our magenta. Try red on that. It's got to be blue, because it's not red. Done. So bear in mind which colors you know you've got 0 of after you begin querying, because you're going to waste time if you see that you've got no yellows, no greens, you can just skip past them. Alright, one of my favorite solos, besides the control scheme. 4 down. Okay, so the way I'm remembering this, first of all, Minesweeper, you need to look at the second number, which is a 4 for us. 4 colors down is blue. I remember the order of these colors with the word gohyperbole, as in, it sounds very similar to hyperbole to me, but gohyperbole, which is G-O-Y-P-R-B, gohyperbole. So green, orange, yellow, purple, red, blue. So we've got blue. Blue is at the end there, G-O-Y-P-R-B. So it's 6. Add that to T, 26. And we've got 6 here. So 6, 18, 24, 25, 26. There we go. I might do an extended section on Minesweeper logic at some point, because there's quite a lot that goes into that. So I'm probably not going to go through how I'm solving Minesweeper on this stream. Let's see how many of my words I remember. We've got global and gazer. Something, again, just to save a bit of time on extended password. If you're cycling quickly, let's say I go to F. This is going to be finish or forget. And I'm going to really quickly check for finish. Okay, so it can't be finish. But what you'll notice I'm doing is not specifically going back to the correct letter. I'll do the same for forget. And if I spot the O, it's easy to go, oh, we've got an O. Oh, R. And there's no G. But when you're just checking for the word, because chances are it's not going to be that word, you don't need to go back and put the correct letter in, which is a mistake I made for a while. Do your really quick cycle, check for the letter, and if you see it, you don't need to go back to it. Just go to the next column and check that one. So let's see what we've got. Planet or photon? Let's go for planet. If you're really good, you can even... There we go, that's planet, and then we can put them in properly. If you're good, you can even check for both words at the same time, but that is quite difficult. Planet's not a word, apparently. That's a shame. What is it then? Photon or... It has been a while since I've done extended password. Photon or... I don't remember, but let's check for photon. It's not photon. Okay. U is Ultima or untold. It could be Ultima. Not Ultima. D is dampen or demote. It's not demote. It's not dampen either because they're both an M. And then yellow or yogurt. It's neither of those, which means it has to be our mystery P word, which is not planet. What is it then? Extended password. P is peanut or photon. Oops. Genuinely do not remember the word peanut ever being in there. Okay, combo lock, nice and easy. Last digit of the serial, 4 plus batteries, 6 plus solves, 11. And then number of modules, 29, modulo 20, 9 plus solves, 14. And I'm sure everyone knows this, but you don't have to calculate the last number because you might as well just spin through all of them until it solves. Let's go say hi to chat. Hi chat, thanks for letting me know about Peanut. Hey Starling, hey Mystic. I would like to mention Peanut is not one letter off planet. I suppose unless you shuffle the letters. Hey Jarvis, that's a new name I don't recognise, maybe? I certainly don't recognise the picture. Hey Drushka. But yeah, if anyone here is new, welcome to the stream. I'm going to put a quick link to the Discord server in chat. If you'd like to come and join us, we announce all the streams and stuff. And you can come and find people to play games with, come chat with us. This chat. Peanut, 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 peanut. Peanut! Peanut, peanut. Is anyone saying anything constructive besides peanut? Hey Chaos. Those reflexes. No idea what reflexes those are. Speaking of reflexes, I'm hoping the alarm clock goes off at one point because I feel like I've got turning off the alarm clock down to an art. Most of the time I can like hit the button while it's still in the bringing the clock up animation. Alright, so British slang, there's not a lot that I can really explain besides I'm British and I know some slang. So your home is gaff, packed or busy is chocker, speech of little value is waffle, cigarette is a fag, that is not offensive, long drinking session is a bender, acting sulky, does not matter. Okay, Boolean Venn, we have an implication. We want every state in Boolean Venn to be correct. Or true, I should say. And in an implication, the thing being implied, if it's true, the implication is true. So we can select everything containing an A. So now we need to look at what is true when A is false. As long as this clause here, this parentheses, is also false, then that would also be true. So what makes B double implication C false? It would be B alone, or it would be C alone. There we go. Zunden, I don't remember my my translations. I believe Zunden, I'm going to ask for chat to correct me on this if it's not. I want to say Zunden is detonate. So we're going to check for 2 batteries, which we do have. I did that before, I should know that. Which means that is a tap. If this is wrong, then I know I've done my translation incorrectly. It's good. Is there any other reason that would have been good? I don't see one. That means London is... Damn, mate. I need to learn my German words. I'm going to skip sync for now. I actually need to relearn sync from scratch, so we're going to come back to that one. I'm embarrassed by how often I get digital roots wrong. I want to say this is a yes off the first glance. 7 and 5 is 12, plus 1 is 13, 1 and 3 is 4, right? We're good? We're good. This is soloable, hopefully, when there are no souvenirs. So, first of all is SEA. Got one of those. First or third row T. Got one of those. And then we've got... the order is screws with me a little bit. Is it less than 3 characters now, or am I getting that way out of order? I think less than 3 characters might be a while away. I know we've got other and literally blank coming up, but are they next, or am I missing one? Either way, I don't have any others or literally or 3 characters, less than 3 characters, so we're going to hit a literally blank. And now we get to duplicates. So we've got a row duplicate. That's 4 clicks. The way I double check duplicates, because they can be easy to miss, is go from word order. So I check all the 3s. We've got row and LED. Check all the 4s. We've got fail 4 size wire, late. PS2, I guess, could be 3 or 4. No, and then we've got serial, abort, broken, blank. So they all seem unique to me. And then after that, we've got port or module and a port. We don't have port or module. There's no bomb and boom. There's no 1 and submit. There's no 2 or 7. I think we've got no more applicable rules, I want to say. So I'm going to do left submit. It's not good. What have I missed? Not sure what I've missed. Let's go check the rules. Okay. Oh, 1 and submit is the thing that I missed from before. That comes really early. So it's C, then it's 1 and submit. Oh, sorry, it's C, then first or third row T. Then it's 1 and submit. I did think I was missing 1 from there. And then blank, other, duplicates. Port or module, we definitely don't have. Less than 3 characters? Nope. Bomb and boom? Nope. Submit and button? Submit and button. I'm trying to also commit this to memory. So bomb and boom, submit button. No. Column and 7 or 2? No. Otherwise, if the first button you submit had a letter E in it. So that's the condition if you've not pressed 5 correctly, I guess. You think about the E. So if there was an E, it's the right submit. Cool, okay. It's time to relearn nonograms, I guess, but let's go and say hi to chat first. Yeah, don't panic too much if I get one wrong, chat, because I will go and check the manual page if I get it wrong. Okay, hey Jeff. Alright, nonograms. Now the poem, Sky, yep. Sky, your phone. Cheers, Lucian. Does one go any faster with more strikes? It does. You'll notice this is counting faster than a usual second at this point. Say the nonograms poem. Well, that's a good place to start, is saying the nonograms poem, if I can even remember it. Let's also check out what our serial is. It's an even. Okay, even's the one that I used to be more confident with, if I remember. I'm aware that green-yellow is a 5 on even. So we can start there. Purple and yellow is always 2-1. Doesn't matter if it's even or odd, so we can put those in. And red-green, I believe, is a 4 on an even. But without further ado, the poem. So, a yobbo was guzzling Pabst Blue Ribbon. It turned him upside down. Something. Poor upside down lad. Oh, fuck. I think I'm missing a couple lines. There's he burped and gulped, or he gulped and burped his way through the drink. Yep, yep. And then after yep, yep is the last bit, which is gay pubs serve Pabst... no, gay pubs serve Blue Ribbon or Raspberry Ripple. I'm going to have to go and check out those missing lines. It's been so long. Does someone in the chat know it? Hey, Rob. In the meantime, I'm going to see if someone in chat knows this poem or can find it for me. Because I have posted it before. Feel free to message me on Discord if you can find it, because I don't even know if I've got it anymore. But let's try and work out the rest of this poem. So we've got blue-orange, a yobbo, which is yellow-orange for odd and blue-orange for even, so this should be just a 1. It's guzzling Pabst Blue Ribbon. Guzzling Pabst is green-purple. Guzzling Pabst, GP, green-purple. But Blue Ribbon is the one that's important, BR, blue-red. It turned him upside down, which is BOYO, so yellow-orange. Do we have yellow-orange? We do, that's a 3. We've got 2 orange purples here, excuse me. Which is poor upside down lad. Which must be the... That must be 1-1 then, because it can't be 1-2, because if it was 1-2, we'd have to do this to the grid. And that would make purple yellow here 2-2, which is not correct. So it must be 1-1, and that must be the grid. I thought there was a line in between it turned him upside down and poor upside down lad. Oh, of course there is. The 4 and the 5. What's 4 and what's 5? Fuck. There's 2 lines in between those. A yobbo was guzzling Pabst Blue Ribbon. It turned him upside down. Something that ends in GR. Fuck. And then something that ends in... It made him groggy is 5. It made some... Okay, blank, I don't remember 4. And then it made him groggy, poor upside down lad. He'd burp and gulp his way through... I don't remember the next line. Yep, yep. I need to find this poem, or unless someone... Check DMs, Lucian seems to have sent it to me. 3 people have sent it to me, thanks everyone. Ray sent it. Rubik's sent it. Lucian sent it. Cheers, guys. And everyone sent it in a different format as well. I got a drive link, a picture, and a text paste. Okay, so the full poem. A yobbo was guzzling Pabst Blue Ribbon, which turned him upside down. By George. That's line 4. It's a shit line, no reason. No wonder I couldn't remember it. The next day he was groggy. Poor upside down lad. He would go big or go home. Burp and gulp through drinks. Yep, yep. Okay, I need to relearn this poem. If someone can write a better one, you're also more than welcome to send it over. But yeah, if you do want to use a technique like this to learn a module, I think it's better to write your own than to use someone else's, just because it's going to be easier to commit to memory. But yeah, the way this poem works is just the letters in each line remind me. So the first 2 letters in each line is the odd pairing, the second 2 is the even pairing. So Yobo is yellow, orange, blue, orange, Y-O-B-O, Yobo. I'm going to paste this back into the server chat. This is going into bomb defusal chat. So if anyone wants to just have a look at that image of how I remember these lines, have a look at bomb defusal chat in the Discord server. I will just post a link to the Discord server in the chat now. We've got some new people. Hey Lil Smokey, hey JGMC, hey Zanu. Alright, anyway, this should be a correct nonograms. We're good, alright. So, the 6 multipliers for LED encryption, I remember as RGB, because that's the classic first 3 colours of displays, RGB, and then EPO, which is a nice little sounding word as well, so RGB, EPO. So, red 2, G 3, we've got a nice LED encryption today, because we've got lots of 2s and 3s. So, beginning with green for 3, excuse me, I've got the hiccups. So it's not going to be B to J. It's way too big a gap. F to Y, probably not. That's 15. Yep. So let's check J to B. 9, 18, 27. That sounds good. Yeah, that's good. This is double. That would be 4. That would be 7. So it's not that. That would be 5. That would be 10. There we go. Yellow is 5. RGB, yep. 1, 6. 1, 6. Good. And 3 again. So T would be 19, 38, 57, minus 56. No, not minus 56, minus 52. It's not that. It's not that. It's going to be one of these two. 16, 32, 48, minus 26 is 22. TVW. Let's go back. There we go. That was a nice easy LED encryption. Paint this one red, then paint the other one yellow. The dog waited with bated breath. Not bait as in food. The serial number is even. We should all know that one. I can even go and check it. There it is. SERIAL. And now a nice battleships. If you've got a 3 next to a 2, this tip comes from Rex. 3 column next to a 2 column. The 3 always does that. Also, a rule people occasionally seem to miss, you cannot have diagonally adjacent ship squares. So you can always do this around ship points. Do we have a 4 ship? We don't, which means that and that are going to have to be. Which means we can put water there, which means we can put a ship there. This is a nice one so far, huh? Alright. 00 is a case of, you can make 00 harder or easier on yourself when you're soloing it. There's a couple of number pairs that are the relevant pairs to solving. 2156, I want to say. They just kind of look right when you find them. And 2258 or 2255 or something. I don't remember. I'll try and find the solution point and then we'll have a look at the number pairs. 74 seems like it rings a bell. $21 is good, right? Yeah, here we go. So this is the solution. So the number pairs to remember are 2156, 4465, 2258, an 8514. I really don't have an actual method for remembering any of those number pairs. I should try and come up with one. If anyone has one, by all means share it, that'd be awesome. But if you remember any of those number pairs, as soon as you spot one of those 8 numbers by just cycling buttons, just press buttons, cycle through as many columns and rows as you can until you come across one of those hot numbers. And as soon as you spot it, you can be like, oh, okay, I can find my number pair now. So I'm checking against 83. I'm not finding... Oh, 14? Or 18? No, 18's not good. I often try and check against double-digit numbers because it's easy to remember which ones you've done and like checked against. So 33, we got there earlier from 33. So 33 brings us to 21. There we go. And then there is our solution. I'm going to do color gen and then take a look at chat. So color gen, talked about this last time, but you just split the serial into 3 pairs. So TV is our first one. T is 20, U mod 16, so 4. 4 times 16 is 64. And then we add V, which is 22, but again mod 16, so it's 6. So 64 plus 6 is 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 4, 6 is exactly what we've got in the serial. T is 4, V is 6. Now 6 plus F. So 6 times 16, 48, 96. 96 plus 6 is going to be 102. Oh, I didn't change my, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom, boom. And then 102. 66 looks good. 6 and 6. And then 19 mod 16 is 3. 3 plus 4. So 16 times 3, 48 plus 4, 52. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 34 again looks correct to me. Nice. Let's see what color we get. Nice dirty shade of green. Lovely. Again, German passwords. We saw that this tripped me up last time. I don't remember all my German words, but we'll see how we get on with that. Say hi to chat though. Hey there. Are you? Hey Eden. Lucien says, how does 00 work? If everyone wants to have a quick, anyone who wants to follow along, take a quick look at the manual page. Let's just put a link up to the manual. I'm also going to link to the Discord server while I'm here. See you later, Matthew, and hi to Ryan, Laydud, and Fartlicker. So let's take a look at the manual page for 00. Okay, so when you're navigating 00, can I still move 00? No, okay. When you're looking at the manual page for 00, each of the buttons navigates you in a different way. One of them is a is a submit, but then that leaves us with 4 other buttons. One of them navigates us vertically and up and down. One moves us left and right. The other 2 buttons do the same thing, but at kind of a meta level. So instead of shifting us 1 square to the left, it shifts us 1 grid to the left. So 1 3x3 area to the left. So if we're in the top left corner of the top left square, 60, and we move 1 grid to the right, that's going to put us on 57. Now that gives us 8 pairs of numbers that would cycle around that center digit 00. 21 and 56 share a row. So one of the buttons, if you're in that position, will cycle between those numbers. Same goes for 85 and 14, up and down. And then also, if you look at the kind of the meta grids, there's also 22 and 58 above and below, and the 65 and 44 left and right. So you need to just remember a couple of those number pairs, all of them would be best. Find any of those numbers, and then cycle through until you find 0 glitch and the other relevant number. Hey, Jeffy plays. Alright, so let's see how I remember my German words. Umlaut is just übrig, I think. D Is danker one of the words? Druck? And take a pop with this. I'm not 100%. Good. Semtex. We should all be familiar with that, diffusing bombs. We talked about set last time, but I'm remembering my 3 columns with Pac-Man you TP Diamond to the tune of Shine On You Crazy Diamond. XTH, like the xth term of an equation or something like that. And then I kind of see it like an evolving shape. So it begins with a triangle, very basic, 3-sided, and then an arrow, which is kind of like a triangle but with a nub at the bottom, and then a star, which almost looks like you're morphing the arrow by indenting it in places. So it almost looks to me like a triangle shape-shifting into a star. So let's have a look at what we've got here. We've got T's. I always begin with those because they're in the center. So it's not XTH. So let's check the diagonals. We have a star. We have a Pac-Man, but that doesn't do the correct fills for us. So let's take a look at Pac-Man TP Diamond. We don't have Diamond. I think that means we can ignore the T's. We don't have... Oh, what about the rows? Pac-Man TP. We do have a TP. We do have an arrow as well. That looks good, actually. Correct dots, correct fills. Pac-Man TP, XT. Yeah, there you go. Alright. It's difficult to say how to start a superlogic, really. What I'm going to do is first of all begin by making B and C both true, because in almost every case, 3 out of 4 times, implications are true. So we're going to try this out and see what happens. This isn't the case as it stands, because A has to be true if B and C are both true, so let's make A true as well. And then let's recheck B and C. Does this all look good? Well, if A is true, B and C have to be true. And if B and C are both true, A is true. That looks good to me. I've got the hiccups. I'm going to try... You know what? I'm going to solve binary puzzle while I'm holding my breath, because that helps me get rid of hiccups. Hopefully that'll kill me. Alright. I've never done this module. I've done it as an existing logic puzzle. I didn't know how hard they were necessarily going to be on a bomb. This looks tricky. I know that there's the rule about every column and row has to be unique. And I'm not quite sure what it means by that. I'm guessing the rotations have to be unique, like a column. You can't transpose that upside down to another column and have that be okay. I guess they would still be banned. Also, is it possible to strike this module? Looks like it's not. And you also can't get rid of the pre-placed ones. So we've got 0, okay, we've got 0 at position 1 and 4. If we put a 2 here, a 0, or a 0 here, excuse me, it would be the same as this column, so I'm going to say that's a 1. And a 0, making that a 1. Making that a 0, making those two 1s. 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. Oops. We've gone wrong. Why have we gone wrong? Do we not have unique columns and rows? Didn't think we've taken any steps that weren't a purely logical step. This row and this row are not unique, technically. Okay, let's do the stuff we definitely know. We definitely know those two. We definitely therefore know that. And therefore that. We know that. I'm going to see what it says on the actual manual page about duplicated rows and columns. Okay, fill in the squares, 0 and 1s in such a way that no more than 2 equal numbers are next to each other. Each row and column contains an equal. Each row is unique and each column is unique. Does that mean just in the reading order? I'm not sure. Maybe chat can help me out on that. Hey Chris. Hey Phoebe. Hey Conman. Let's take a look, see if anyone knows. Hey objects. Starling says yes, just in that exact order. So backwards is fine as far as we can tell. Okay, that makes things a little trickier then. I guess that has to be a 0 because it can't be a 1, otherwise you'd have 3 zeros together. It's a tricky one. That can't be a 1 either. It's a harder binary puzzle than I expected it to be. I noticed that row 3 and 5 here are becoming very similar. So we need to make sure that they stay unique. I actually don't know if I know where to go from here. Alright, I'm going to take suggestions from chat if anyone's got any. Let's have a look. Column 3 and column 6 says command. That's a good shout. That's got to be a 0 to make them unique. Good. Let's just see. If that was 0, these would both have to be 1. That would therefore have to be 0. That's okay. That doesn't bring us to any issues that I can see. Let's see chat again. Row 3 has to have 0 and 1 in the blank spaces. Why specifically 0 and then 1? Column 6 needs 0 and then what? Okay, we've done column 6. 3 tips. Sathra, 3 tips. Start by blocking any 3 in a row column, then look for any row column you can complete, then finally follow what's known as one step, where you check if a number can go somewhere. So it's just trial and error from there to see if a number can go somewhere. Starwing says, like, sometimes there's no logical deductions, just have to try something and see if it works. I feel like there must be rules to this. Hey Nediarg. Like, I do Japanese logic puzzles, a few different kinds, and sometimes you just pick up a brand new rule and you're like, oh my god, that of course has to be the case. I might sit down and spend some time with this and see if we can establish any logical rules for it. As for now, though, I have no idea. I'm just going to come back to it. I'm going to look at it with a fresh pair of eyes later. So, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5 is a small straight. Small straight is keep the outlier. Right? Which means you get to keep 2 on a small straight. Usually you can't keep 2 if one's blue, but for the first roll, that's allowed. So we'll go from here. I am still going to need to swap something though, because I can't keep another dice until I've kept a purple or a white. This is rolled a small straight. This is rolled a small straight, actually. I think that's... I'm going to do this back for now, just to remind myself. Do I need to keep an eye out for a small straight on this roll? Or is it just large straights? It is a small straight. You must re-roll a die previously kept and keep a die or dice of different value. Okay, we want to keep purple or white to begin with, so let's keep the 4. We can't keep any 4s, but we can keep a pair if we want. That's fine. Perfect, we've got a purple as well. That's exactly what we want. Alright, that makes things easy, doesn't it? 10, 4, 14, no. Have we got two digital roots? I must have done my maths wrong on how many modules are available on this poem. Okay, let's see if we remember this from last time. So first of all, it's batteries. So RADIT, Radit 407. RADIT, T, and 4, 20. -5 for the D, -5 for the other D. 10. And then beginning with 3, I'm just going to type it in to remind myself. But then we want to have a look at any RJs. No. Any lit indicators? Yes. So let's just keep... I like to do this. I like to just keep a running total. So 23. And then we have a look at the unlits. We've got NSA. No one likes NSA. So it's -20. I'm not sure I remember the number. It's a negative. It's a big negative. I'm gonna try -20 and say that's 3. Fuck. Negative. I know Bob is the biggest number at +40. Does that make it -30 then? So 23 minus 30, -7. What am I doing? That's not what the first number was. What was the first number? First number was 10. And then I'm going to try 7. So 323 minus... Okay, we've got Bob is plus 40. We've got Mike SA is plus 25. We've got FRQ is plus 2. FRK is minus 1. NSA, I thought it was minus 20 or minus 30, but let's go take a look. Is it just minus 10? Is it just minus 10? Let's just try that. It's just minus 10. Okay. Alright, let's take a look at our curriculum. So again, let's take a look at T is 20, that's even. So our first pair is PM. There it is, so we're keeping that as P. TUV, PL, also stays as P. And then 6. Oh, actually, I didn't need to do any of that. All the first 3 are even, so all the P's stay as P's. The only one we need to change, actually, is that last digit, the S, which is going to be LE. There we go, so there are our letters. And let's take a look at our rule. Let's see how many I remember from these from the last time. Mathlete, 0 at the end of the serial. No. Porty animal. Plus 5 or more. No. But we are a port timer. We've got an empty port plate. Port timer, like it says, part timer, you don't do the last 2 days of the week. So we need to avoid Thursday and Friday. That's good, but we've got conflicts. Done. Let's take a look. We need batteries 2, ends in an even. I believe that makes it 3. We don't have a lit car. There's no unicorn. So L, M, N, O, R, S, T, U, B, C, D, E, Y, Z, A, B, O, P, Q, R. Cruel Master. We've missed a module. What module have we missed? Fuck. 26 out of 29. We haven't done... Sync. I said I was going to come back to sync. Okay. So we're looking for blue on the left. There are no whites. Let's try magentas here. I got 2 magenta. Magenta was lit indicators. We've got 1 of those, which means there is 1 magenta. 2 red is number of ports. We've not got any ports. So there's 2 yellows. From 1 magenta, 2 yellow. 10 yellow, 10 is the serial total, which is 10, so there's nothing. Reds, 29, there's no reds, which makes 2 blues as well. So white is our neutral. We said there were... I think we said there were 2 magentas, but I'm going to double check that. 2 magenta. No, there was 1 magenta and 2 yellows. 1 magenta, 2 yellows, 2 blues. Let's just put it on green while we're here. So 1, let's do the 2 blues first. 2 magenta, that's correct. Let's try this one. That's not correct. Let's try it as a magenta. 31, that's good, it's magenta. 5 white, white was batteries. There's 2 batteries, 3, that's good. Which means these both should be yellow, we might as well double check. 7 white, 2 batteries, 7 batteries, difference of 5, we're good. Binary puzzle, it's a nasty one. Nice cow shape? I'll give you that. That is a nice cow shape. Yeah, chat can help. I'm learning modules. Go for it. Might need some help with this binary puzzle. These 2 rows are really close. Let's just try putting a 1 there and see what happens. I feel like this isn't necessary, but... So that's not a solve, so we're going to start again, get back to that point and do the other thing. Where did we go from here? That has to be a 0. That has to be a 0. One, 0, 0. This is back to where we were, right? I made that a 1, so let's make that a 0. This is something I need to spend some serious alone time on and learn how it works, because there are definitely rules to this that I'm not familiar with. Rows 1 and 4 look similar. It's true, they do. Hey Delta. Column from top to bottom can be the same as row from left to right. I think so, Phoebe. God damn, I don't know where to go from this one. It's kind of irritating because, like, these are the kind of things that I'm usually pretty good at, and I don't see any, like, can we guarantee like a 2x2 square like this is going to be 3? Does it have to be 2 1s and 2 O's? These two could both be O. These two would both be O. That makes that a 1. That makes that an O. Is it okay for all these 3 to be O's? Yeah, I guess. Is it ever okay to have a 2x2 of one particular number? I even think that's okay. I'm not sure. Chat, have you got any suggestions? The bottom of that 2 by 2 can't all be zeros, that's true. And the top can't all be ones. I could do it just by trial and error. Thing is, you don't want to get into the habit of doing that on a real bomb because it takes a long time to reset and get back to the position you're in. Especially if you don't even remember how you got to that position. I'm gonna go and take a look at sync. So, first of all, things I remember from sync, because I did solo it at one point to help on the Praetorian. From top to bottom on the sync, which is tap. Sorry, it's the tap, the knobs, and the pipe at the bottom. From top to bottom, as you'd see them on a sync. You want to look for, I believe it starts on gold, silver, bronze, gold, silver, copper. So it's kind of in the order of the metals as you would traditionally hear them, from top to bottom. Gold is the top. I'm just going to go double check. That is correct, but I believe so. If you have a gold tap at the top, that is true, according to the module. If you have silver knobs, that is true, according to the module. Because it only ever asks about those specific ones. There's no 2 rules that say, is the tap gold, is the tap bronze? There's only 3 rules that regard those, and it always asks that specific one. So I'm just going to go and check I'm remembering that right. So yeah, rule 3. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm getting it. The top 2 the wrong way around. It's knobs, faucet, drain pipe. And it is in that order. It's gold, silver, copper. Or gold, steel, copper. So look, our module has nothing relevant. These are all false, the actual sync information. So knobs are silver, they should be gold. The faucet is copper, it should be silver. The pipe is silver, it should be copper. So it's false, false, false on that information. Then the other stuff you've got to remember is the other rules, and whether it's you're reversing false true. That's just something that I had to learn for the number of batteries. So the way I did this, I showed people a couple days ago how I memorize sequence wires, and I showed a diagram where I draw out, I'll do it now on camera. Let's say, so the vanilla sequence wires module, let's say that you've got blue. So this is our column of can you cut the blue wire. Stage 1, first blue wire, you cut if it goes to B, like that. Second blue wire you cut if it goes to AC, and then third blue wire is B, fourth blue wire is A, fifth blue wire is B. I have no idea if this camera's reversed, by the way, my writing might be backwards, but the way I remember that is that I essentially draw lines in between, and I remember the shape of it. And the way I was doing sync is the same. So the first, if 0 to 1 batteries, is rule sequence 214. So if they're my numbers, I was remembering the shape of 214, like that. Or 362 would be like a tick, and I remember the 362. So that's how I was remembering the sync rules. I will just have to spend a couple minutes relearning that, but if anyone's curious as to how I was doing it, I'm doing the shape thing that I did with sequence wires. The other conditions, remembering the number of the rules for the knobs, the faucet, and the drain is fairly easy because they are all next to each other. So it's 3, 4, 5. The other rules you just kind of have to know, really. So unlit NSA, val, RJ. It's 3 pretty simple rules. Just spend a couple minutes on it and you'll learn it. So our number of batteries is 2. So we're looking at that 362 curve. 3 is the first rule about the actual sync info. Gold knobs is false. So false is going to be hot for 2 batteries. And then 6 was RJ, that's false, hot again. 2 was val, which was false, so hot again. There we go. Alright. This thing, I've no idea. I'm just going to take one more guess. And if it doesn't solve the bomb, then we'll move on. Doesn't solve the bomb. Oh, we actually got a line here. Wonder if I can just retroactively kind of fix this. Oh, they're guaranteed, so that's definitely incorrect. Never mind. I'm going to just take a look at binary puzzle on my own at some point. Okay, let's go say hi to chat. Hey, Linkforce. Comment says he's got a solution. I'll go and grab the log for you, Comment. Alright, a log for that bomb has gone into logs and profiles on the server. So if anyone wants to see what was going on there, do feel free to have a look. I'm just wondering whether binary puzzle actually tells you a strategy, the steps they would have gone through to solve it. It doesn't look like they do, it's just some grids. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know. Just have to have a look at that at some point. Yeah, so I think the next thing to do is just maybe load up another. I'm going to make another profile now. Create new solar learning, and just put on a couple of new things, specifically maybe even requests. And I'll just take a look and try and learn them on the fly. I'm going to add a couple to this one that are things that I've been learning on the last bomb that we just looked at. So sync, I'm going to put back on. Let's see if I can remember sync. Let's take another look at the broken buttons. Is there anything else anyone thinks I should put back on this? Broken buttons. Could have a Minesweeper on just because it's fun. And let's put nonograms back on because I'm relearning the poem now. Maybe radiator. So I'm not putting the stuff on this that I'm pretty confident with, but we could put some new stuff on. Radiator. Okay. I was thinking rock, paper, scissors might be a solo. I don't put that much priority on it just because it's a really easy expert module as well, so I'm not saving much time by soloing it. Something like nonograms is way more of a time saver. So chat, do you have any suggestions? I wonder if the screw... No, there are quite a lot of rules at the end of screw, aren't there? Yeah, chat, let's see what you see. Some realistic suggestions, please. Hey, Guy. Hey, Sirius. I'm also going to go grab a very quick drink, just while you have a think. So, while you're thinking, there is a link to the Discord server if anyone would like to come join us. Yeah, back in a second, and I'll have a look at your suggestions. Snooker is a good shout. People want me to learn snooker. I might need someone to guide me through how to remember snooker, or work backwards from it. Rubik's, yeah, would require me to either legitimately learn Rubik's or learn the rules, all the letter offsets and all sorts. Rubik's is quite a hard one. Double colour and rock paper are two that I think could be soloed, but they save such little time on the bomb that I don't think they're good priorities. Tathra, if you mean a song to remember the colours, that's actually pretty okay for me, just because it's almost the order that they're on the module. You just go left, right, and then top to bottom. So that's not too bad. Seashells? Jukebox is a very, very long memorization for a very short time save. I could have a look at Jukebox, but probably not on stream. I'd also want to listen to the music, and that's going to copyright strike me. I might have a look at... Yeah, guys say Seashells. Maybe. Also plunger button for a specific time. Let's go and look at these manual pages. So... plunger button. It might be worth just learning plunger for like 5. So even if you've not spotted it straight away on the bomb, you can do it. Or maybe let's learn a really good number to do it on. Plunger button. Where are we? Yeah, learning just a specific number for plunger button is a really good idea. A really good idea. What's a good plunger where you don't have to wait? 9 solves. 9 solves, modulo 9 is great. If lit is greater, hold on 9. Oh wait, that's not the hold release. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Hang on. Modulo 7 is good. So at modulo 7, it's going to be 7 to 6 or 7 to 3, or 8 to 6 or 8 to 3. That's quite a good short gap. That's really easy. That's really easy. So at modulo 7 solves, not modulo 7, sorry, 7 modulo 10. At 7 solves, if lit is greater, it's 7 or 8 and then 3 or 6. And you just have to remember that the rule is flipped. So in the first column, you look for lits. In the second column, you look for unlits. But yeah, let's do that on the next bomb. So at 7 solves, it's 7 to 8, 3 to 6. Plunger. It's a good shout. I didn't put Rubik's clock on the other profile. Let's go and quickly add that, because that's one I can do. New solo learning. Let's have a look at the manual page for Seashells and see how viable we think that might actually be. I'm guessing I'm having to learn a 4x4 grid. I'm having to learn a 4x4 grid plus the actual phrases. Obviously I've seen this manual page before. It's only just occurring to me how badly formatted table 2 is. There is no reason for the boxes to look like that. That's very weird. Okay. Again, I could take suggestions from chat for just good, like, mnemonics or ways of remembering certain information. I might not learn this as the way it's read, because the way it's read is obviously you say like hotel, hotel, echo, echo. But I've noticed that in the column and in the row, the first entry is the correct one. She sells seashells. Wait, is that correct? Yeah, she sells seashells is 1, 1. And I'm wondering if you could remember it as like a degree of correctness. From the left or the top. So, seashells. No, let's learn the other way around first. So, going down. Is it correct? She sells. No, it's not. So, let's look at the next one. She shells. So, she sells. No. She shells. No. And then... yeah, I wonder if you could kind of consider this degrees of correctness. So the first row is the most correct. You should start with she sells. But if you just messed that up a bit and said she shells, oops, then that's like the next row down. And then the next row is getting quite far away from the correct one. Seashells. But at least you're a bit right because at some point in the poem you say seashells. And then the bottom row is just completely off. You're totally wrong. Seashells. At no point do you ever say seashells. So yeah, I wonder if you could kind of think of that as degrees of correctness. So seashells, correct, first column. Seashells is the same, column 2 is the same as row 2. Whatever. 3 and 4. Seashells, seashells, seashells. Again, you've just got the second word wrong. I don't know, I feel like that's maybe a way to remember this. So let's just try and repeat that now going down. So rows, she sells, she shells, seashells, seashells. And then going down on columns is seashells, she shells, seashells, she sells. Okay, that's a start. We've got the rows and the columns. Remembering the actual entries. I think the best way of remembering these is probably to make ridiculous sounds out of them, because that is the best way of remembering stuff. Like RGB EPO for LED encryption, or GUI hyperbole for Minesweeper, or the fucking poem for nonograms. So just calling it badab dab. Just making a rap out of these crazy sounds might be the best way to go. So top row, badab dab, aseek, or aseech, aseech, eases, dab dab. It's kind of nice because they're kind of repeating sounds. You go back on yourself. It like the verse recapitulates. You know what I mean? So badab dab. You've got dabs, then you've got aces, then you've got dabs. So badab dab, ace, aseech, eases, dab dab. And then changes up a bit. We've got some different sounds going on now. So BB. Oh Christ, that's horrible. CDCCDB. BB. Kudkudub. EA. Sounds like Old MacDonald. And then beta. I'm gonna load up a bomb. Try and just find some seashells that just use these first 2 rows. And just see how we get on. So I'm going to try and repeat all the information I've learned so far, and we'll see how we do. So rows, we've got she sells, she shells, seashells, seashells, and then seashells, she shells, seashells, she sells. And then the rows, we've got is it B dab dab? B dab dab. So badab dab. Aseech, is it E-ace? E-ace. And dab. And then on the second row, BB, could EA, or just 3 times. And then, I don't remember the last one. Beader, that should be the easy one to remember. It's like an actual word. Let's see what chat's saying about these ridiculous noises. Symbol cycle is like a legit solo. So is square button, actually. I should have a look at square button. Symbol cycle, I'll come back to. I think that's very possible. See you later, Espic. Square button, I'll take a look at. Resistors, I might take a look at. I know Rex can pretty much solo resistors. It's just about learning the table at the bottom. It's not too bad. Lucian says you want to see Kudo soloed. Maybe. Not today, but maybe. Sky, I think you should start by memorizing which options are the cycling solutions. So it's easy to remember just because you remember a sequence of 2 or 3 letters. That's true, actually. For some of these, I don't even have to think of it as the whole phrase. It's not many, though. And the ridiculous noises help, honestly. Okay, we also need to remember these. Okay, so once again, the correct one is first on the seashore. Oh, actually, it doesn't matter. That bit doesn't matter. I'm an idiot. We just need to remember the buttons. So, Shu Shitsu, Shi Sit Sushi. That's kind of nice. It almost rhymes. That almost works as the mini poem. Shu Shitsu, Si Sit Sushi. Right, that kind of rhymes. Shu Shitsu, Si Sit Sushi. She Sit Sushi. That is more of a tongue twister than the fucking Seashells thing. Shu Shitsu, Si Sit Shu Shitsu, She Sit Sushi. 1 can, 2 can, 2 can. So 1 can, 2 can, 2 red can, blue can. 1 can, 2 can, 2 can. Remembering that D is 2 is nice because that sounds like R2D2. Can, 2 can, 1 can, 2 can, 2 can. So Shu Shitsu, She Sit Sushi. 1 can, 2 can. 1 can, 2 can, 2 can. And then what else have we got? Which, switch, itch. Which, switch, itch, twitch, stitch. Which, switch, itch, twitch, stitch. Don't have a particularly nice way of remembering that. Which, switch, itch, twitch, stitch. Twitch, D, twitch. Which switch? I suppose it's only the first couple letters that are relevant, so coming up with a sentence like which switch is, because is can only be itch if you're going by the first letters. I wonder if there's like a 5-word sentence that just uses the first couple letters in each of the words. Wonder if someone could come up with something like that for me. So chat, have a think. I want a 5-word sentence, and each of the words needs to just use the first couple letters from the. I'll type it out here. From which, switch, itch, twitch, stitch. So. Cruel 00 solo, I've never even looked at Cruel 00. Hey Andrew. Sweet Wall, I've also never looked at. How about just using the first letter, says Andrew? Almost works. There are a couple of repeats. There's 2 S's, but using the first 2 letters is possible. Try logic gates. Maybe. I have soloed it when I've got lucky before. Learning to properly solo it could be possible. It's remembering lots of information. That's the problem with it. It's not learning to solo it. It's remembering what all the gates are as you try and work it all out. Chaos has done. Done what? No idea what's done, Chaos, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna just try and recall everything I know so far about seashells. So, Rose. She sells. Who should I Twitch? Silly? I don't really know anyone on Twitch. If you like Dark Souls, go and sub to Lobos Jr. That's it. I don't know anyone on Twitch. Sorry, man. Oh, who should I Twitch sub is this fucking sentence. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. It's midnight. Who should I Twitch sub? Who should I Twitch sub? That's really good, right? Who? Yeah, should. The problem is switch and stitch. That's where the potential issue comes in. Switch. Who? Maybe like who swore I'd Twitch sub or something. It's good, Chaos. Just have a think about whether you can maybe modify one of those words so that the S's are distinguishable. Okay, let's see how we go on. We're recalling everything I know so far about seashells. So, Rose. She sells, she shells. Seashells, sea sells. Columns. Seashells, she shells. Sea sells. She sells. And then the actual letters for those. We've got Badabdab, Ace-each, is it E-ace-ace? E-ace-ace? It is, right? E-ace-ace. And then Dab-dab. And then the next column is B-B? Is it Could-could-dub? C-D... Could-could-dub? C-D... C-D-D-B? CDC-CDB is double C in the middle. Okay. It's almost symmetrical. So BB, CDCCDB, Kid-Kidub. And then EIEIEA, Beta. So they're the first 2 rows. And then the phrases are Shu Shitsu, She Sit Sushi. Who should I Twitch sub? Who, which, switch, itch, Twitch, stitch. 1 can, 2 can, 2, 2 can. So we're almost there. We just need to memorize 2 more rows, and on the seesaw, the last one as well there. So burglar, Bulgaria, armor, burger, llama. It's nice as well. That's got a ring to it. Burglar, Bulgaria, armor, burger, llama. Burglar, Bulgaria, armor, burger, llama. I'm just going to go into a Seashells practice bomb and just see how far we can get. There's going to be ones that I don't know. I only know half the top. Half the I know the first 2 rows of the table, but we'll give it a go. What are we looking for? Seashells. Oh, it's lagging out to fuck. That's gross. I'm gonna run a bomb quickly. Kill the lag, and then we'll come back.
All available experts.
That's much better. Okay. Porky. Seashells. I need to put seashells on. Seashells. Okay, so the only ones that we can do are ones where the first phrase is she sells or she shells. So we have to look for those. So she sells, we can do this one. Seashells, that's 1-3. So we're looking at E ace ace. And it's burglar Bulgaria, armor burglar llama. So E A C E A C E. Yes. Good fucking start. Okay, so she sells, she shells. Can do this one down here. That's 1-3 again. So E ace ace. Shu shih tzu. She sit sushi. It's nice that I've got the words there as a reminder. So E A C E A C E. These are all echo echo. All of them. So maybe let's just try and learn those last two rows now and we'll just carry on with this. Okay. So, third row. Ababa. That sounds like, oh, what's the video? What's the ridiculous video with the dog in the plane? Someone must know this. Ababa. Hababa. Hababa. What's the video? Someone name it. This is how I learned to solo, Chris, yeah. Someone must know that video, it's so famous. It's some shitty animated dogs in planes, and it's 2 minutes of pure genius. Yeah, that stupid dog. Thank you, Renato. It is that stupid dog. It's the magic dog? Magic dog? Is it magic dog? I'm gonna Google magic dog, just on the off chance it comes up. Doesn't come up. If I search magic dog plane? No. Dog of wisdom, thank you. It's the fucking dog of wisdom. Thank you, Conman. So the first bit of the third row sounds like the dog of wisdom. And then we've got more EA. A bit like the... So... Ababa. EA. And then we've got one of each. There's a couple one of eaches, and they're very similar. That's tricky. DB each. DB each. Abdaba. So Ababa, EAEA. So EAA, EEA. DB each, and Abdaba. Ababa. EAEA. DB each, Abdaba. Okay, from the top. What am I doing with my life? I'm sat at the computer making fucking ridiculous noises. First row. How does it start? It's not the ace one, is it? It's dab. It's badab-dab, right? Badab-dab. Ace each. E ace ace. And dab-dab. Second row is BB. Kudkudub. Is it kudkudub? It's kudkudub. EA, beta. And then the one we've just done is ababa. EA. EAA, right? Yeah. And then one of each, DB each. One of each, DB each. And That last one is rubbish. It's such a bad sound to remember. I don't remember it. Let's have a look. Abdu'l. Abdu'l. Sounds a bit like Abu Dhabi, I guess. Abdu'l. That's going to be the one that catches me out. I can already feel it. It's such a rubbish sound, it doesn't mean anything to me. What's the chat saying? Abracadabra. Abracadabra. This is why I need chat. You're giving me good ideas here. Abdu'l. Abracadabra. That's not bad. Because if I forget that one, because it's the rubbish one, then abracadabra, I remember it. Abadabba. This makes sense in my head, I promise you. The beach. The beach is another good way of remembering that, actually. I like the beach. Ipakak each. Ignoring the ip, of course, because there is no IP in the answers. So the last one, ipakak, ip-akak each. Another one of each, but it's the other one. I'm just going to remember it like that. Ipakak each, the other one of each. This last row is gross. Eb-dadab. Eb-dadab. And kekek. Kekek. Eb-dadab. I can barely say it when I'm looking at it. Anyone got any suggestions for Eb-dadab? Because that's another rubbish one. Hey Aju, yeah, I got a suggestion for it, so I'm learning to solo Seashells. Quite honestly, I thought I would lose everyone watching this video doing this, but I still have 30 people here, so let's carry on. I don't know, Ryan. Yeah, you know what, let's set that up on OBS now. Well, it doesn't appear to be working, does it? I have no idea what's going on with that. I don't know why it won't capture. I guess not. I guess if you want to follow along with the manual, I'll just put a link to it in the chat. So if anyone would like to take a look, there it is. There's also going to be a link to the Discord server. If you'd like to come and get announcements for streams and stuff, that's where they'll be. Hey Fish. Amsterdam. Fish is Amsterdam. Ebdadab. It sounds like Amsterdam if you've got a really heavy cold. You know what? It actually does kind of sound like Amsterdam if you cannot speak. You fucking idiot. It sounds like Amsterdam. Sure, we'll go with that. Let's see what we can do then. Badabdab. Ace each. E-ace ace. Dab dab. B. What the fuck am I doing? B. Kidub with a double C in the middle. EA, beta. Ababa, that's always going to be the easiest one to remember. I love that one. Ababa. And then there's one before it gets to the one with everything. Is it a bad one? Is it a rubbish one? Is that why I'm forgetting it? No, it's EA. It's EAA. And then the beach. And then abracadabra. How's it spelled? That's the problem. ABD, is it just ABDBAA? Abdaba? ABDBAA? Yeah, okay. ABDBAA. And then the last row, we've got... I'm going to have to look. Ipecac each. The other one with everything, I think. Yeah, the other one with everything. You just have to swap the vowels. I'm just going to remember it like that. Debate, DBAEC, and then Amsterdam, Ebdadab, EBDADAB, and then Kekek. Wow, okay, let's see how we get on. At least these 5 are all going to help me remember that bottom row. So, Seashells, bottom, Seashells. What was the top? Seashells, 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 Seashells. So it's the last column. So this is Ekek. That's a nice one. So E is Ken. What was the problem with that? Let's go check. Seashells, Kekek. I started with E. You start with C. It's Kekek. There we go. Okay, let's try this. That's another one that's Kekek, right? So, 1 can, 2 can, 2 2. There you go. Seashells, that's correct. That's the first one, so that's Ip-Ekak each. Ip-Ek. Is it Ip-Ekek or Ip-Ekak? I think it's Ip-Ekek, which is actually... Oh, it's Ip-Akak. It's Ip-Akak. That's kind of confusing because E is a legit letter. Ip-Akak each. Who should I... That was a misclick. That was just a misclick. I'm happy with that. I don't mind misclicks. It's the memory stuff that bothers me. Okay, Seashells is the second one. It's always the second one. So, Ipecac, DBAEC. Burglar, Bulgaria. Armor, Burglar, Armor. DBAEC. And Seashells is the last one, so it's Kekek again. Shu, Shitsu. She, Sit, Sushi. Okay. Seashells is third. Begins with ababa. Seashells is third. That's the beach, I think. I'm going to try and do that without counting, because if I can do that without counting, obviously it's quicker. I'm going to say that's the beach. So, 1 can, 2 can, 2 2. 2. Good. 1 can, 2 can. E. A. C. Good. Seashells is third. Seashells is fourth. So third row, fourth along is Abdaba. A. B. D. B A A. We're getting there. We can solo this. I mean, we're soloing Seashells right now. That's not bad, right? Seashells. Third. She sells. Fourth. It's Abdaba again. See, this is going to need a lot of redoing to cement this in my memory, because this is all running off like crazy short-term memory right now. There's definitely a difference between remembering this for 10 minutes and getting it like locked in. So Seashells third, she sells fourth. It's Abdaba. So which, switch, twitch. Okay. Seashells is the worst one. That's 4. Seashells is always 2. So it begins with ipakek and then it's dbaec. D. Shushitsu. Shi sit sushi. D. B. A. E. C. Okay, Seashells is the worst one. 4. Seashells is the third one. So that's Amsterdam. Amsterdam. Abdadab. Oh fuck, how do you spell it? Eb. Eb. Dadab. Abdadab. Amsterdam. Abdabab. Abdadab. Ebdadab. I want to say it's Ebdadab. Let's try it. Let's see if we get it right. E. B. Shushitsu. She sit Abda. Hey, good. Okay, we're on 2 on all of them. Let's see if we can finish this bomb. Seashells third. Seashells first. It's not ipakek. It's Ababa. It's Ababa. It's our favourite. Ababa. Not done the top row for a while. She sells seashells. She sells, she shells. So it starts with Badabdab, ace each. And then Seashells third. She sells fourth. Third, fourth, third, fourth. Abracadabra, Abdaba. 1 can, 2 can. 2, 2, 2. Okay, Seashells third. Seashells third. That's one of each, right? That's the beach. D. B. E. A. C. We're almost there. I'm straight. Seashells 2. Seashells 1. B B. B E E B B E. That's a new one. Shushitsu. Yes. That was at least 10 stages without looking at the manual page. That's Seashells, right? Alright, plunger button. What was plunger button? If you've got more lit, you hold on 7. If not, you hold on 8. And then if you've got more unlit, you release on 3. Else 6. I think. I'm gonna go check that. Neighbours are being very noisy today. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Yeah, 7836. Okay, we're good on plunger button. And that's for 7 souls, which is nice to remember because it's also the first number. 7 is 7. Sync. Sync rules. Sync rules. So the rules in order, 1 down. Unlit NSA. Vel. Gold knobs, silver faucet, copper drain pipe, RJ. True false for 0. Is it 0 to 1 or is it just 0? I think it's 0 to 1 is for true. Hot cold. Cold hot for 2 to 3, cold hot for 4 to 5, hot cold for 6 plus. And the rules, I don't remember the actual numbers. There's 214. 214. 362. I'll have to remember the other ones. Is one of them 531? That just rings a bell. Let's have a look. 531 is the next one, and then it's 564. Okay, so let's go and put those on our new solo modules. We'll see how we do. So, edit existing, new solo learning. Is the sync on? The sync is already on. Yep, it is. And what did we just put on? Seashells. Seashells. Let's just run this. We'll see how we do. Edit, new solo learning. It's just a 7 module bomb, nice and simple. Okay, let's have a quick look at chat just before we dive in here. Could plunger button have a third pair
All available experts, please report
for if lit and unlit are equal? No, the condition is just more lit else. So it's really easy, it's just 4 numbers. So it's either who should I twitch sub and which sword item twists stats. Which sword item twists stats? Okay, I'll have a think about those. Amsterdam, yeah, it's decent. I might go with it. At the moment it's good enough, it's a good suggestion, I do like it. It's the spellings. Coming up with just sounds, it's tricky because I'm having to sort of half remember them by sounds, but hope that that just triggers me to remember the spelling. So I'm not using them as mnemonics, I'm just using them as memory triggers. There's like a slight difference there. If I was going to remember them as actual mnemonics, I would come up with sentences for all of them. That is 16 sentences. That's getting to nonogram poetry territory for length, which I could do. In fact, it's probably longer. We could do that though. But that I'm also not doing because that would mean me just kind of sitting here in silence on the stream for half an hour writing. So I'm trying to come up with something that I'm doing on the fly, like learning S sounds. Let's take a look at this bomb. Let's see how we get on. There is a marble tumble, a festive keys, a coloured squares. I get the feeling this is the wrong profile. What do you guys think? I'm going to try and solve a marble tumble. Let's just hit this on 0 and see what happens. Blue doesn't move, but that gets silver out of the way. Let's hit it on a 5. We don't want to do that again. Let's try a 9. Let's try a 1. 1 is good. Let's double up on the 1. Actually, is 1 good? It might bring the silver trap around to us.
Emergency cleared. All personnel, please return to your stations.
No, that's fine actually. So we're going to go for another 1. Okay. And then let's go for a 0 again. We can't keep doing that. Let's go for a 5. Let's go for a 0 and then a 5. That might be good, right? Oh no. No, that's not good. Let's try a 9. Okay, and then a 0 or 5? 5? Good. Alright. I don't know what green's been doing this whole time. Let's just do a 0 and see what happens. 1, 2, 3. Let's just do a couple zeros. Ah, fuck. I thought they were going to move 2 at a time. But I think it was 3 with the included movement for green. Fuck it, never mind. That was a good run. Okay, let's get the correct profiles on here. Did I just turn it off by accident? Is that what I did there? Hey, Alexander.
All available experts, please report to room A9.
Okay, that's more like it. So we want to do this at 7. We can't. We've got 7 modules on the bottom, which means we're going to have to add 1 more. So, back we go. Let's do snooker. Let's put snooker on the bottom. You guys can help me with that, right? New solo learning. Marianne Bowl will be happy to know I've done snooker. I will need help with it though, so guys get ready. Snooker. And then we go 8 module bomb. Done.
All available experts, please report to room A9.
Okay. Alright, let's see how we get on. Let's just go from the top. So, radiator, we're looking at the serial. Radit 407, R-A-D-I-T, T is there, 407 is not, so we're starting with just a lowly 10, minus 5 for the D, minus 5 for the D, we're beginning on 0. Well, it's easy enough to divide by 3, so we're also getting 0 there. We get plus 20 for the lit indicator. There is no RJ, so it sticks at 20. There are no unlit, that makes our job nice and easy, we just submit it. Broken buttons. Let's see how much of this we can do. SEA? No. First or third row T? Yes. Not including an E. That makes left our submit button. Let's not make that mistake again. We had this, we had that, and now we've got the other. So it's 1 and submit first. We don't have that. So it's blank and other, I think in that order. So other. First and third row T. Duplicates. C, no 2. LED RCA 1, PS2. Blank module port aboard this. No. Okay. We don't have... I'm trying to remember the order. I know port or module on a port name comes quickly. So we're going to assume that's the next one. We're going to hit RCA, we're going to hit PS2, and we're going to go left submit. Fuck. I hit other, didn't I? Did I hit another? Did I hit another and just not think about that at all? I think that's what I must have done. Okay, sync. A couple things to bear in mind. Knobs are gold, so that is actually true if we come across the knobs rule. We have 2 batteries, so it's the second one down.
Emergency cleared. All personnel,
Begins
please
with...
return to your stations.
What's the first rule? What's the order? Is it 214 then 362? 214 362. So it's 362. Cold is true, so they're in the correct order, true, false. 3. Vowel. Vowel? NSA. No. Yes, no. No, it's gold. It's gold knobs. True. 6. RJ. We said no to that, right? On the radiator. Hot. 2. That's the vowel. No. Sync done. Good old Minesweeper. 9. 5 red, Goy PR. 5 Quebec is 17. Plus 5 is 22. 22. I would love to go faster on this, but holy shit, the number of times I've struck doing that. Here we are, Seashells time. Hotel, hotel, always second. Echo, echo is third. Second row. Third along. It starts with B, kid, kid, and then EA, right? So the last one, I'm a burger llama, burglar. Okay. Seashells third, seashells first. Ababa. Nice. Seashells second, seashells first. BB? That's BB, right? Nice, alright, that's a solo. Let's take a look at nonograms for a bit. We've got a even number, we've got an 8, a very badly drawn 8. So, start with some easy ones. I should really say the whole poem to get the practice in here. Okay, a yobbo was guzzling Pabst Blue Ribbon. I turned him upside down. Yobbo was a yobbo was guzzling a yogurt was guzzling Pabst Blue Ribbon. It turned him upside down. Green red, where does that come from? I'm going to look up that fourth line. By George. Fuck it. That's such a... It's a really bad line, actually. By George, it made him groggy. He would burp and go... Is it burp and gulp or gulp and burp? It's burp and gulp, I think. He would burp and gulp. Okay, it is burp and gulp, but I missed 2 lines. So, pour upside down lad. He would go big or go home, burp and gulp his way through drinks. Yep, yep. Gay pub serve, Blue Ribbon or Raspberry Ripple. Okay. Red, purple. Roop. That's orange purple. Orange purple we've got though. No we don't, that's orange yellow. I don't know colours anymore. I'm broken. Go big or go home. So green and orange is 1, 2. Orange and yellow is just 3, right? Yobbo, boyo. Yeah. Gay pubs serve. Gay pubs, purple, blue. No. Or orange, red. No. Raspberry, ripple, red, purple is 1, 1, 1. That makes it that. That should be a solve. Hey, good. And we've just got these last 2 to do. So snooker. Snooker's the new one. So I guess you work backwards, right? What's the total? It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, isn't it? So 9, 17. Wait, no, you don't do the reds in between these. So it's 8, 7 is 15. Plus 6, 21. Plus 5 That's an uneven number though. 5, 6, 7, 8. Is it not 3? Is it 2 to 7, not 3 to 8? Let's assume it's that for a moment. I'll come and check chat in a minute. 7, 6, 13, plus 5 is 18. Plus 4 is 22. Plus 3 is 25. That makes sense. It's keeping track in your head of how many reds you've used in every round. So 25. So you've got to end the last 7 with this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that leaves me with 6 balls. So let's do... And I need 2 for round 2, so let's do the first one in 4. So let's do 2, 3, red, green,
1,
red,
4,
green,
5,
red,
8,
green,
9,
red, green.
13, 16, foul,
Fuck!
and a miss.
Okay. Am I getting my scores wrong? What's the scores, guys? Let's have a look. Total is 2, 3, 4. Okay. Third break has to end on the final yellow. So I did get that far. I got that the third break would have to end on the yellow. Did I do my score wrong? Is brown 3 and green 4? Have I done those the wrong way around? Is it just left to right? I thought I went yellow, green, and then brown down. So what I thought I did there was red, green 4 times, and if green is 4... Oh, right, no, I have got my scores correct, I just did my maths wrong. What I wanted to do was red, brown 4 times. Okay, let's give this another go. So we've got 8 balls. 25 is the nice number, it's the first 5. We need to end 19 with... So that leaves us with 16. We can do 16 in red, black, red, black, red, yellow. That leaves us with 5 balls. We can do that in 2. So let's do this one in 3. Okay. 2, 3, 4. So 5,
1, 5,
10,
6, 10,
13.
13.
I could even hear Flush fucking saying the score for me, can't I? Done.
Matthew Stevens, 13. 1, 8,
8, 9.
9,
And then the 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
15. Ding Zhang Wei, 15.
And then
8, 9, 16, 17, 19, foul, 19. Miss.
what did I do? What did I do wrong? The fuck did I do wrong? Did I not? Oh, did I not break at the end of the yellow? Fuck. Okay, sorry. Right, 22 is just these 4. So we're going to end the 14 with 2, 3, 5. That gives us 9 to work with. So that's just a red and this. So we're going to do 4 reds, 4 reds, 1 red. No, because you do a red before the final yellow, don't you? You do a red before the final yellow. So. Is that right? You do a red before the final yellow. Rules of snooker. If you pot a colour after the... If you pot a colour after a colour, it is replaced. Okay. Double check me, guys. On the final bit, you pot yellow, green, brown, blue, etc. Do you do that after a red or after red plus colour? So would I do like red, black, yellow, green, brown, blue, pink, black? Or would I have to go red, black, red, yellow, green, brown, blue, pink, black? If you pot a colour after red, it is always replaced. Tathra says if you pot a colour after red, it is always replaced. That means that I do the final chain with no red before it. So I go like red, yellow, yellow, green, brown. Correct? Does that sound right? We'll go with it. I'm going to let chat double check me, and I'm just going to go for this one. So I'm going to assume there's no red before the yellow begins, before the chain begins. So this is 22, this middle row. That gives us 2 and 3, 5. Take 5 from 14 is 9. That is just red, black. No, it's not. That's 7, not 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've got to use 2 reds. We have to use 2 reds on that. So that leaves us with 3 and 4. So let's do 3 on 11.
1, 3, 4, 6,
7,
7,
2, 3, 4.
11. Mark
Good.
Williams. 11.
And then 4 on 22.
1, 5, 6, 10, 11, 15, 16, 22.
Good.
John Higgins, 22.
And then we need to get exactly 9 in these two. So
1, 4, 5, 8, 10, 13, foul, and a miss.
okay, what did I do wrong that time? If you end on the break on a red, you start the counting up immediately. Down to under the colour. Okay, so on my end, I've just put that message in chat about explaining to the strike. When the messages pop up on my end, I will start reading them. You have to end the third round with a 14. Final break is 13. What? I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong there. Random seems to know, maybe? That's the lowest final break I've seen on this mod. The 13. Okay, what, okay, I'm gonna go and look at the manual page. If you do not end your break, if you do not end your break after potting the final red, if you do not end your break after potting the final red, oh I see. So you can pot the final red before the final chain, as long as it's the end of a break. Okay. Whilst reds are available, the order of potting must alternate between a red and a colour. Colours potted immediately after a red will be replaced. Always start a break with the lowest scoring ball. Wait, always start a break with the lowest scoring ball available. Does that just mean red, though? Ending a break with a red pot negates the need to follow with a colour. Okay. In all cases. After potting the final red, clear the colours in ascending point order. Yellow, green, brown, blue, pink, black. Okay, then I genuinely don't know what the problem with that was. Okay, chat, help me out here. When you queue, it resets the chain So you can do red key red. Yeah, okay. I'm okay with all that. I still don't understand the strike on the previous module. I'm just going to give that another go. I'm probably going to strike again, but for my own sanity. 7 and 6. This is the final break, just these two. Then the 20. So 5, 4, 3, 2. 2 and 3. 5, 10, 14. So we're going to also have 1 red plus a colour. I think pink if I've done my maths right, but we'll get to that. That leaves us with 8 reds. So we're going to do 4 reds plus colours on the first 2 rounds.
One, 6, 7, 12, 13, 18, 19,
20, 21, 19, 21, 22, 23.
23, Ding Zhang Wei, 23,
Okay, 4 more reds.
1, 5, 6, 10, 11,
This should be legal, right?
60.
16. Break
John
it.
Higgins, 60.
Okay. Let's do the maths. We need to pot yellow, 2, green, 3, that's 5, brown 4, 9, blue 5, 14. That means we need to pot 1 point
1,
plus another 5, brings us to 6, and then 14. So 2, 3, 4, 5, right?
6,
And then yellow,
8,
green,
11,
brown,
15,
blue.
20. Ding Zhang Wei.
What the fuck was the problem before?
13 and a frame.
I'm going to look at the logging. Okay. Strike, your break was 14. I was expecting 14. Did I honestly just do my maths wrong? Did I really just do my maths wrong? Okay, I just did my maths wrong. Okay, well, fine, but we can solo it now. I'm gonna take another look at that and just double check it. Plunger, we have more lit than unlit. It's 7, 8, 3, 6. So we're holding on a 7. And then 3 for more unlit or 6 for not. Nice. I'm running that exact bomb again because there's a couple things that I need to. Oh, it's factory mode. I don't need to leave. I want to give Seashells another go. I want to give like everything here another go. So Seashells. Seashells. Seashells is 3rd. Seashells is 3rd. EA. The beach. DBEA. C. Okay, Seashells 3rd. Seashells 2nd. EAA, I think. EAA. And Seashells 3rd. It's the beach again. G. B. 1 can, 2 can. Okay. 1 can. Cool. 6. 0, 0 is treated. That's a weird serial. R6, R0. 0 is treated as 10 on Minesweeper. We've got 7, so orange, G, Goi 2. Alpha, that's 3, nice and easy. Okay. Nonograms. It's even, isn't it? Yep, it's a 0. Greens and yellows. Start with the easy ones. Greens and yellows. Orange and yellow is a 3, we can do that. Green and red is 4. By George, there you go. Green and orange. You would go big or go home. That's the 1-3. No, is it? It's 1-3 or 1-2. No, it's 1-2, because the 1-3 is purple gold. Orange, blue. Yobbo. Orange, blue is just 1. Green, orange. Go big or go home, so it's the 2 again. Oh, didn't mean to do that. That's a submit. That's like almost a picture. Okay, radiator. We've got a 0 in the serial. We've got 2 R's as well. And 2 A. Wow. Wow. Huge score for radiator. RA 40. Reddit 407. 50 to begin with. Minus the D. Minus the D. Brings us down to 40. 40. Cool. Divided by 3. So if it was 12, if it was 13, it's 13, right? Because 14 would go up to 42, so it's going to be 13. We have lits, so we'll take that straight up to 33. There's no RJs, no unlits, so it should just be 33. Good. Same rules as last time. 2 things apply. Knobs and faucet both apply here. But 2 batteries. That means it's 362. 3 gold knobs, correct. 6 RJ. Not correct. 2 vowel. We do have vowels, we've got A's. Good. Broken buttons. SEA. That's 1. First or third row T? No. 1 and submit? No. Blank? No. Other? No. We have duplicates. Little tip for this: if you've got a duplicate and one of them is on the first or third row, hit that one because you're more likely to get the first or third row T, so that you can keep going for the easy rules. Another duplicate. First or third row T. There you go. Okay, now we have 1 and submit. I don't know what you do with 1 and submit, so let's go check. It's the kind of niche rule I don't mind not remembering so much, because I can just quickly ask my expert, what do I do on 1 submit? Because it's such an edge case, like you never see it. If 1 and submit appear on buttons, the correct submit button will be the first one. Okay, and press the button labeled 1. Done. Okay, snooker, again. 18, is that just the first 3? Should be, right? 7, 6, 13, plus 5 is 18. Okay, 9 is... This is an interesting one. Because, wow, yeah, there's really low breaks in the middle. 2, 3, 4 is 9, right? Okay. So the last 2 rounds are just this. So we don't have to worry about that. There's no reds in the first 2. So we want to go for some really low scorers in the first 2 rounds. Let's get as close to 7 reds done as we can in round 1.
1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10, 12, 13, 15, 6, 21, 22,
22, 24, 25, 26.
26, Matthew Stevens, 26, 1, 8, 9, Marco Fu, 9, 2, 5, 9, Matthew Stevens, 5, Marco
Nice.
Fu, 18, and a frame.
More lits than unlits, so it's the classic 7 and 6. which on a normal bomb is a really good time. But on a Zen, it's quite the opposite, because a Zen counts up. I'm very happy with that. We got plunger button done, we got seashells done, we're back on sync, we've got snooker down now. And pretty confidently on all of those, we're back on the nonograms game. That was good, that was good. Let's see what chat's saying. Hey Chris. Hey Finn. Alright, I'm gonna close up soon. So how about we just do a big old bomb with all of the solo stuff on it, this and the other shit. Am I missing any solo stuff that I do on a usual bomb? Excuse me. Not that I can think of. So edit. Solo learning. So this one now wants on seashells. Sync. Is sync on? Sync is on. Snooker wants to be on. Plunger button wants to be on. Plunger button, good. Nonograms is already on, sync's already on, radiator is already on. Don't think I'm missing anything. I'm going to get this started, but if I've missed something, let me know. But we want a 33 module bomb getting ready here. I'll say chat just before I leave to do this final bomb. But have I missed anything? Phoebe says do an all snooker bomb to secure it. I'm pretty happy with it actually. I don't know what went wrong with the other one, just bad maths. But the actual logic of it, yeah, it's really easy actually. Alright, 33 module, solo bomb. No FMNing, no manual pages. Let's see how we do.
All available experts, please report to room A9.
That's not right, is it? Again, I'm just going to do it in reading order, but plunger button will be an exception to that. I will do plunger when I see it. At 7.
All available experts, please report to room A9.
Okay, Peter should lay the box down there. Oh, of course, I've still got this motherfucker on, haven't I? Nobody likes unskippable ads. A lit car with batteries means that I hold that button even if it says detonate, I believe. I don't know what I should have done, so I'm going to hold that. It's red. I should have just pressed it when I saw the 1. No? But there's a tap. I guess car comes after detonate. I thought car came before detonate. Fair enough. This is going to go badly. That's going to have to be there. Seems easier than the last one. Oops, didn't mean to do that.
Emergency cleared. All personnel, please return to your stations.
What's wrong with that? I thought I took a logical step every single time. There were no assumptions there. I'm gonna say this out loud. Okay. That has to be a 0. That has to be a 0. Because we're filling in gaps between rows of 2. That has to be a 0. That has to be a 1. Am I misunderstanding what a binary puzzle is? I don't think I am. There's got to be a 1 here, or we'd have a row of 3 2s. We've got to finish this off because there's 3 1s and 3 0s in every row. Got to finish that off because there's 3 0s and 3 1s in every row. Finish this. Block the row of 2s there. A row of 0s. Block the row of 1s. Block the row of 1s. Block this row of 0s. That has to finish off with a 0, so we've got 3 of each. That's got to be a 1 to block this 0. If that was a 1, these two columns would be the same, so that's a 0. That's got to be a 1 to stop it, and that's got to be a 0 to stop that. That's a 1, that's a 0 to stop this, that's a 1 to finish the column. They're both 1s to finish this column. That's got to be a 0 to stop the line. That's got to be a 1 to stop this line, therefore that's a 0. Okay. We know this one now, don't we? Plunger button at 7. Okay, so let's start with the assumption that this is not correct, because ands tend not to be. That tends to be correct. At the moment, and is becoming correct, so let's change C to make that not good. Oh, that makes B not good. Okay, well, let's do that then. So A is currently true, B is currently true, C is currently true. How's that? Have they all got to be false? A is good, B is on its own. No. All true. What's wrong with all true? A can't be true if they're all true. Let's try just A on its own. Nope, let's try just B on its own. Nope, let's just try C on its own. No. Can they all be false? No. Oh, am I getting the and not rule on the first row wrong? I think I am. Is that fine? A, B, and not B and not C. Yeah, so A is false, B is false, C is... That's good, isn't it? I'm getting my not conditions incorrect. Okay. We've got no 3 ships at all, so these 2 aren't both correct. This is gonna have to be a 2 and a 1. Does that actually tell us anything? Don't think it does right now. Oops. If this was a torpedo, we'd take out this entire area. Is that actually a problem with taking out that entire area? It would mean that would have to be a 2, that would have to be a 2. Is that correct? To put a missile here would mean putting a missile here and here, and here and here. That's... What's wrong with that? I think the only thing wrong with that may have just been that they weren't the correct safe spots. Maybe I should have just been checking safe spots because there was multiple solutions. I think that's probably what just happened. I can't be bothered checking safe spots. Let's just do that. Right. Yahtzee. We still need to learn the proper rules on Yahtzee, but for now, keep the outlier. That's a reroll. There's no reason not to just do that, right? Right? Oh fuck, what's the reason not to just do that? Because we're watching for... I was thinking we were watching for straights. We're not. We're watching for full houses on rolling 3. Which means the straight is fine. We can just keep going. Is that better to... No, we can't keep it anyway. That's good. You can shush. And we are in the clear. Right, that's a plunger. We don't have equal of either, which means it's both otherwise rules, so it's 8 then 6. Okay, we've got how many batteries? 3. There's a vowel, so back to 2. We've got a lit car though, back up to 3. P, Q, R, S, V, W, X, Y, O, P, Q, R, M, N, O, P, H, I, J, K. Everything's got to include C, so both, nothing. Pac-Man, TP, diamond. There's no diamond. XT, let's have a look at T. Pac-Man, T, and star, no. Pac-Man, no. So, Pac-Man, TP, diamond, no diamonds. Pac-Man, TP. T, TP, and arrow. T, TP, arrow. Good. Cool. Dench. Party is a do. Silly person is a Wally. Skip school is Skive. Really pleased is chuffed. Long drinking session doesn't matter. We need to make this equal to that. And I think we did the exact... I think I saw the lights change. I think we did what the module wanted. Okay. Is this not good? Oh. That was weird. Okay, it's not how I would ordinarily solve that. I'm going to come back to combo lock at 20, because fuck it, why not? I can do what I like. We've got a QU. What are the actual words for this, though? Fuck. Quartz and... It's not quartz. Is it Quebec? I guess it's Quebec. I think the rule is that if it's a 6-letter NATO letter, that's a really confusing thing. If it's a 6-letter NATO word, you always use it unless it's Yankee, I think is the rule. Wither and wrench. It could be wither. No. Corner or cipher. Could be cipher. No. A anchor or adjust. Could be adjust. It's adjust. There we go. 34. There's one white. There's one. What's blue? Blue's the first digit of the serial. There's no magentas. 4 white. White is batteries. We've got 3 batteries. There's 1 yellow. 1 white, 1 yellow. 4 is the serial total, so there's no greens. 1 white, 1 yellow. 1 white, 1 yellow. Magentas. Lit indicators. 2 reds. 1 white, 1 yellow, 2 reds. 1 white, 1 yellow, 2 reds. So let's place We're supposed to start with the double, so let's place a red. That's good. That's also good. 1 white, 1 yellow. 3 red is... Have we got any ports? Not good. 1 white, let's try the yellow. 4 red, that's good now, right? That has to be good. Let's try this blue. 7 yellow. No, so that's got to be white and that's got to be blue. No? Have I missed something? Huh, I must have missed 1 colour. Sorry, I was doing that fast. I should have double checked it and I didn't. We've got 4 colours correct. If I just missed this last one, is it not a blue? 7 white. That's not good. 7 white, not good. 37, not good. 5 blue. Blue is not good. It's got to be red, right? We've done all the other colours. Okay, 56 is a good number. Good. I'm going to leave that until I've got a nice offset. 18. So 7, 6, 13, 18, okay, and then 9. 9 and 18 is 27, that's on its own doing it. So let's use 4 reds per round. Red.
1,
Red.
8, 9, 16, 7, 24,
25,
25,
26, 27, 28.
28, Matthew Stevens, 24, 5, 8,
8.
9, 11, 12, 14, Mark Williams, 2, 5, Matthew Stevens, Mark and
Good.
Jay,
Alright.
18.
Mather or matter? No. There's a few S's. Super? No. Are there a few S's? Is it just super? Strom? Strom? Don't remember. We'll move on. I don't think there's any C's. Cabal? Nopf? And Nal? Nal, right? Good. Yeah. Okay, let's do this one. We have 6 batteries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 13. That's a good modern cipher. Do we have a... Oh, we've got a vowel. Modern cipher doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. What's our offset? 4. It's a nice one. Back 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to assume it's that. We need to add the strikes now, so it's back 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool. We're on... Are we on odd this time? We are on odd this time. Changes things. Green, red this time is 5. Green, yellow, I don't remember what it is, but purple, yellow is 2 on. And I'm seeing a lot of purple greens. Purple, green. Guzzling, Pabst, green, purple, guzzling, Pabst. So that's just 2. Purple green is just 2. Okay. Green yellow, go big. That's green blue. We have green blue. Green blue is 1-3. I've made an error. I'm just gonna start this over. Green red by George. It made him groggy. Yeah, okay, green red is 5. Blue yellow? Do we have any blue yellows? No. He was guzzling Pabst blue ribbon. Green purple. Yobbo was guzzling Pabst. Guzzling Pabst. Green purple is 2. I'm just gonna go with that for now. Okay, orange and red. Poor upside down lad, that's 1-1. Sorry, I just saw that. Go big or go home. It's 1-2, not 1-3. Go big or go home. You would burp and gulp. Burp, blue, purple. We don't have any of those. Yellow, purple. Okay, green, yellow is 2-2. Gay pub serve blue ribbon all. Do we have any blue reds? No. Raspberry, red, yellow. No red yellows. Purple green has got to be an early one. Guzzle, yeah, it's 2, right? We've got that purple yellow finished. Purple green is 2. Orange red. Or raspberry. It's got to be 1-1 because it's not 1-1-1. That looks good. That one messed with me. Still need to get up to speed on it, but at least it can be done. Okay, SEA. No, first or third row T, yes, does not contain an E. So it does not contain an E. Left. Yep, no E is left. One submit, no. Literally blank. Literally blank. Duplicate. Duplicate. Left submit, nice and easy. How many batteries? 3, it's a different one. This is 531. 01, no it's not. 0123. It's the same one that we've been doing, so it's 362. So rule 3. Gold knobs, no. 6 RJ. I think that's a no. That's a no. 2 is val, that is yes. It's 2 val, I think so. Radiator. Radit 407. RADIT 1 407, just 10 minus the battery plus those batteries though, so we're still on 10. So beginning with 10, let's put that there. We have a lit indicator, so we'll put that up to 23. We don't have the RJ, we just checked that. Unlit CLR doesn't mean anything, so we're just going to submit that. Okay, green is 3. ZY, XW, U. I'm going to just say that's Y. 5, D, 5, 3, 15, no. Z, Y, V, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. I don't think that's correct. 18 times 5, 118, 90 minus 52 is 38. Minus 24, 16, no. Fuck, I counted the Z wrong. 6, 12, 24. Yep, good. Not mathlete. We're not a porty animal. We're also not a port timer. So what comes next? Sleepy Gary comes next, but we have indicators. So how about band practice? I don't think that's enough batteries. I think band practice is 5 or more. Which brings us to the just classic... what's the one at the end? What's the one that's... Freshman. Freshman. Nothing in... the second half of Friday, right? Let's do our serial. OPQ alpha 1, that's all odd for the P's. And then T, U, E, F, G, they're all odd. Okay. And then nothing in the second half of Friday, I think, is the rule. Try that on E1, E3. Oh, I can't do that. Cannot get rid of these conflicts. So that one cannot move. That one can't move, sorry. Am I not actually heading for the correct answer? Is that why this isn't working? Can't change that one. I'm going to check the manual page. I'm wondering whether I can't do this because it's wrong. Band practice is 3 or more batteries. That's what's going on. Can't take lectures in the second half of Monday or Wednesday. I thought it's 5 or more, but I guess I'm thinking of ports. So nothing in the second half of Monday or Wednesday. Okay. What's conflicting me? Okay. There we go. Oh dear. Okay. Hotel, second. Echo, third. Ooh, how does the second row begin? I don't actually remember, but I think this is EA. Bulgaria. Okay. Echo, echo. Seashells, it's 4th. Seashells is 3rd. That's Amsterdam. Ebdedab. Ebdedab. E. B. D. A. D. A. B. Okay. Seashells 3, 2. And then is it E? E A E A E A A E E A? E is can 1 can 2 can 2 can 2 2 2 can E A E E A. Good. 3 down is blue. Got PRB 6. 17 is 23. 24, 23. That's really stupid. Sorry. I'm getting tired now. That's why this is the last one. Okay, color gen. We have 16, 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 16 plus 7, 23. And uniform TU 583. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I hit it once more by accident. Oh, fuck. Okay. 17. It's 23. And then 83. Good. Oh, Jeez. Okay, a few strikes, but I'm going to attribute at least some of that to tiredness. Alright chat, let's see what's going on before I shoot off. Hey Creative Commander, hey Aspic, hey Mickey. Alright. Cheers everyone. Yeah, I might possibly do one of these again at some point. Because nice to solo some new things. Seashells, hopefully that'll stay in the repertoire. I do need to keep on it though, because chance in hell I'll remember any of those sounds when I wake up tomorrow. I'll just need to keep doing it, otherwise it'll disappear. But yeah, nice. Got a few solo. Yeah, logic gates, thanks Ray. There's a few that I wouldn't mind giving a go. Logic Gate is one of them. So yeah, thank you everyone. I'm going to close out the stream here, and I'll see you all next time. I'm going to put a link to the Discord server just before I jump out here. If you'd like to come and join us for stream announcements and all that kind of good stuff, then come and join our Discord server. But yeah, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll catch you later. Bye bye.